107.5 The Diamond, your home for hip-hop and R&B.
107.5 The Diamond, DJ AR. We got a special guest in the building today. Chulo, what up?
What's good, bro? How's it going?
I'm doing good, man. I'm chilling. So I just want to start off the rip, man. How'd you get the name Chulo?
So I'm half Puerto Rican, and then half black. So like my Spanish side, they always called me like Papi Chulo and shit, cause I was like always skinny with long hair and stuff like that. So that's where that name came from. Snow came from just me and my homies chilling, getting drunk, and we found like this weird little fur coat that looked like Jon Snow from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
And I'm outside smoking a cigarette, drinking, and he was like, yo, you look like son. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna add that to the back of my name. Just went with it from there, bro.
That's fire. That's fire. So where you from?
I'm from Queens. I lived in Queens. I grew up in Queens, New York. And then I moved out to PA. And then, been out here for a little minute. Right now I'm in Chambersburg, so in that area. So
when'd you move from Queens to Chambersburg?
I want to say I didn't move directly to Chambersburg after I left Queens. I came out to PA in a little spot called Man's Choice.
Okay.
In Bedford, it's like some little town. But then I moved to Chambersburg like 4 some years ago. Then been here since then. So I've been all over kinda.
Okay. So you're from Queens. So Mets fan?
Nah, Yankees, bro.
Oh, man.
Yankees, man, Yankees, all the way. And my uncle's like was a huge Yankees fan. So anytime I saw the games and stuff like that, it would be him taking me there. So we used to go see those games and stuff like that. Maybe like one or two. If I did go, and then everybody in my hood would wear Yankee hats, so that's just what we was on. I got one on me right now.
Oh, word. Yeah, no, I'm a Mets fan. I was just there the other day, so I'm like, Queens, I gotta ask.
I'm a fake baseball fan though, because I don't even watch it like that. It's just more the town thing for me.
Okay, word. So you got to Chambersburg. What year did you say?
What we in 2025? I would say like 2021 or so, something like that.
And what year did you start making music?
Probably 2022.
Okay,
2021.
So you were in Chambersburg by this point.
Yeah, so like everything that I've been doing musically wise, like all of that stuff, has been out here. I've always been rapping and stuff like that. I've always been around, and it's been something I grew up on. But like actually taking it serious, it wasn't until I came out here for real, and I made it like a thing to do.
That's dope. So, where do you record at in Chambersburg? You have your own spot?
Right now I record with a guy named Ritty Beats. Follow him on IG at Ritty Beats. Sometimes I go to Connected.
Okay.
But a lot of the time it'd be with Ritty. I'll be bouncing all around, you know what I'm saying? I like working with different people and, especially people that could find my sound. I'll try to like tap in with them a little more.
Okay. So yeah, what's that creation process like when you're making music?
It's more or less I feel like I'm new to it all, So right now it's just everybody seeing like the raw like development version of me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not polished, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm still learning. So a lot of it is just like meshing sounds. Like for a while I worked with Noah. He kind of found a sound that I wanted to keep it like New York but like more melodic, and then I'm like super hip hop-ish. So anybody that could vibe with that kind of temperament, I'm more able to work with comfortably. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, that's dope, because if you only started in 22, you said.
Yeah.
3 years. I mean, the songs and stuff I'm hearing it's crazy. So
thanks, bro.
That's
I appreciate
super fire.
That.
We're going to hop right back into the music real quick. 107.5 Diamond. .107.5 Diamond, DJ AR. We back. Chulo still in the building.
Yeah.
So we were talking about Chambersburg, started making music and everything. So what were some of your early influences?
I would say anything involving G-Unit, D Block. Jadakiss is like one of my favorite rappers of all time. Nas, Jay-Z, a lot of New York influence, heavy New York influence. And then, you know, later on it's been like J. Cole, Kendrick, Dave East, Joey Badass. Just mad people for real. But a lot of my sound and a lot of the stuff that I talk about is like New York based.
Word. Yeah, I could definitely hear that in your music. Like it has that like raw hip hop, like you were saying. Yeah. So those are your early influences, and they inspire you, you know, making some of the stuff you do now. Is there anything that you've tried to experiment with outside? I know you said melodic. You have like that. Where do you get that from?
R&B, Mad Mary J. Blige. Like I'll be at work and listen to Mary J. Blige. A lot of like Alicia Keys, you know, Allegra, her. Right now I'm listening to Maria the Scientist.
Oh yeah,
She's hard. She just got a new project, so I've been bumping that. Just any of those like R&B, and then like I grew up around like, you know, you Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know our mothers clean a lot. You know what I'm saying? So like she would be in the crib playing like it's either like merengue or like, you know, or super old school R&B like Patti LaBelle, all of that stuff. So the melodic, I really want to learn how to sing for real, for real. I just ain't got the voice, but that's where a lot of that melodic stuff come from. A lot of that like harmonizing and singy stuff. So R&B definitely made me want to do the R&B stuff.
That's fire. That's definitely like a dope. You know, when you put them together, it's dope. Especially when you see like, for example, like when Alicia Keys comes together with like Jay-Z.
Yeah, it's fire.
You have those combos. Yeah, it's super fire.
It's fire.
So one of the things I see on a lot of your pages is shareholders.
Yeah, that's a squad.
Could you explain to me what shareholders is?
Basically, it's just a collective of like a bunch of like-minded individuals. Myself, my homie Sales, my homie Day, my homie Rum. Shareholders is just like how we live our life, like our lifestyle is just what we are. You know what I'm saying? Shareholders also means like the originators, us four. It's ours. You know what I'm saying? It's our thing. It is the shareholders. We are the shareholders of this. This is our shit. So, like, at the end of the day, nobody could take it from us. You know, this is who we are. This is what we are. When we go, when it's our time to go, our kids will have a piece of this. So, it's just our thing. You know what I mean?
That's fire. Yeah, shout out Cells. He was up here.
Yeah, that's the bro.
Word. Yeah, you guys got a joint together, don't you?
Yeah, we got a few. Actually, we need to have more for real. But yeah, that's my guy. We got a few joints together.
Word. Yeah, shareholders is dope. I got to saw one of the bomber jackets. I think it was Rummy wearing.
Oh yeah, Rum got one. I think Sales got one too. I need to cop up and stop playing for real.
Yo, those are fire. I gotta get one of those.
That shit what's up.
Is there anything we can like look forward to that you've got coming out?
Right now, I just wrapped up the blues, so my first tape for real, like my debut tape. I'm just in the process of getting it mastered and getting a few little more samples that I want, but it's basically wrapped up. I'm looking to release that within like the next few months or something like that. I want it to flow into like the fall season.
Okay.
I feel like that's when I'm more vulnerable. That's when people want to listen a little more. Summertime, everybody's outside partying, you know what I'm saying? And I make music for you to listen and ingest in a certain way. So summertime ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? So I got to make, fall music.
Okay. That's fire. All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. .1075 Diamond, we back. So you're talking about your new project coming up and how you want it for the fall time. Yeah. Is there anything you can tell us what we can expect on this album, whether it be some features or, how many tracks, title, anything you want to share? Or is it...
So the project's going to be called The Blues. I don't want no features on my debut joint. You know what I'm saying? I want that all to myself. But it's going to be just a little small dive into my life about the stuff that I've been going through the last few months or years or whenever. It's just me. It's just a piece of me. It's just, just about my life for real. It's gonna have like, just different flavors of me though. Like it's not gonna be all like sad. It's not gonna be all hard. It's gonna be like a few things. It's gonna be a little vulnerable. It's gonna be a little lit. It's gonna be just a little dive into my life. It's gonna have like a real like I want to say it's gonna have a fall vibe, bro. Like you're gonna sit there and you're gonna ingest it a certain way. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play some Chulo today. Like, you know what I mean?
Word. Yeah, that's definitely dope with the, the debut. You ain't letting, you just saying your piece. Letting, nobody gonna get up on there.
Exactly.
It's talking
just me.
I'm
just trying to give y'all me. You know what I mean?
That's fire. There was one song that if someone's never heard Chulo before and you wanted them to hear it, what would be the best song for them to hear?
Right now, I would say Moving Out. Because moving out is kind of tough. I like that one. I like that one a lot. I think it's just because it was me being able to be like super rapidy, but like kind of lit. Like I could hear it, in places I don't really be at. Like I don't club and all that. I don't really go outside. I don't. Word. But yeah, I like that one.
Moving Out, I had that one in my notes. That's my favorite one. We play that all the time up here.
Oh, word. That's fire.
So, you're talking about like what it's about, but how did that come about? Like when did you record that?
I had the verse for a while, right? So like a lot of the times I'll hear a beat, somebody else's beat, and I'll like keep a mental note in my head, or I'll say a few bars in my head and be like, oh yeah, that's hard. And then I'll write to that beat for like the next few weeks or whatever. And for me, it takes a while. I'm not one of these super duper on the spot, mad quick rappers. Like I got a lot to say, so I gotta take my time with it. So I'll just write for like a week or two. If I get writer's block, I'll put it down, not do nothing with it, let it sit, and I get inspired again, I'll write. But with Moving Out, I forget what beat it was. I'm pretty sure it was like some J. Cole beat, and I was like, oh, I could flip this kind of crazy. And I wrote to it for a little bit, and then I just put it up. And then one day we were in the studio, and me and Day, shouts to Day, a lot of the times me and him, when we're in the studio, we just kick it, listen to music, talk, politic, and then he'll just randomly send me beats. Like we'll just sit there, he'll send me beats, and he sent me a beat, which isn't the beat for Moving Out, but it led to Beat Stars. So like, you go through one and then it'll like show you randos. Yeah. So I seen a rando on there. I heard it and I was like, oh, this is so fire. Like what I got to put to this, I got to write right now. And I didn't really feel like writing for real. So I looked in what I had and then I put that with that. And then, the rest was Moving Out.
Yeah, that one's a joint right there. And I know you said like, you take your time with writing. Yeah. And I think that, that is important sometimes. I was talking with my bro, John Anthony, shout out him. And, he's like, yo, sometimes it just comes. But most of the time, like, he sits down and he thinks about what he's going to say. Right. He's very, particular with what he's trying to say. And I think that's dope when rappers do that. Because a lot of guys nowadays are punching, I'm just going to hop in the studio and do it, which is cool. If you can make a joint like that, that's fire. But I think that art of writing is like it's
different. It's a different monster,
it's
man.
It's different. Yeah, it's different.
You can't just get up there and just like the punching. I know some dudes that are nice with the punching in, but like a lot of them just get on these microphones and just say stuff. Like sometimes it's not even cohesive. Sometimes it don't go together. Sometimes there's no, and that's not to throw shade on anybody. Do what you do, but how I do, I like to sit there and write, take my time, process. I got a lot to say, like I said. So
yeah, for sure. That's dope. So is anybody want to shout out or anything before it wraps up you want to know?
Just the camp, my daughters, my babies, you know what I'm saying, my family, just everybody that rock with me, anybody who's going to watch this, anybody who supports, the shareholder gang, y'all for having me up here, all that.
No doubt. I appreciate you coming up. Chambersburg, it's a little ride out from here, but
well worth the trip, though.
Word. So DJ AR, I got my new show, The Diamond District. It's 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Friday, all right? I'm there. I'm rocking out 3 hours. But you're here, and you say you rap. So you gonna rap for us?
Yeah, I could rap. I could do that. I could do a little something for you.
Word, that's what's up. So we're gonna do this freestyle. 107.5 Diamond.